What am I supposed to do with this? Whoa!
Okay, there we go. My apologies, my mic wasn't fully plugged in. I thought it was. Anyway, what's up? How you doing? Hopefully y'all had a dandy day.
Self-awareness leads to wisdom.
But anyway, yeah, we're about to kick off from where we left off last time and continue forward. It's been about 4 days since the last time I streamed Wuthering. So, yeah. I don't want to interact with any type of world quest. My day was okay, but this HSR is annoying because it took like 2 hours to update because I needed to do it again because of errors. Like, what are the primogens in this game called? Astrite? That's what they call them. They call it Astrite in this game. My day was fine. Shit texting me, got my blushing like. Wait, what? Fine shit texting me, got my blushing like. Okay, I understood what you said. It just the words not properly framed. Avoid the attacks and find a way through the wailing ascent. Wait, what? Okay, maybe I do gotta pass through this.
Wait, heads up! Something huge is coming at us! Watch its flame! Quick, head to that clearing!
Oh, it's supposed to be dynamic. Okay, I see.
Leave it to me.
This is interesting that they wanted to be interactive like this. I feel like that was kind of lame. They could have just like had it be like I interact with it by myself. But maybe the farm artifacts in this game. Like, yes, you do. You see them things in front of me? You see all them dudes in front of me? Yeah, if you kill any of them, they're gonna leave a hologram behind, and it's something that you have to collect. Because they're part of echo sets, which are essentially the artifact sets of this game.
Wonderful sound.
Oh, this game mad dynamic. Go to sleep.
Wind guide me.
This thing trying to kill me, nigga. Okay. There we go.
Check.
Oh, she shoots lasers in it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whew, I handled it. Bro, I do not know what's taking so long for my food to get here. Oh, cousin. Yo, I swear on everything, niggas were gassing the rover up. Telling us, oh man, the rover is so overpowered. It's the most powerful thing ever. Yet the nigga got smoked and put into the blender. Come on now. Nigga got beat by a dragon. And on top of that, Ambi had to take the blast shot to the... Oh, they getting jumped. Oh, is that Rocio? Yep, it is. Oh, that's cute.
Don't be scared. Paro is just saying hi. She seems to fancy you.
This voice actor sound familiar to me. Also, finally, my food on my way.
I'm not exactly one for formal introductions, Paro.
Alright, let me read real quick. I missed some things I said. Let me see. I put the autoplay on, my dumbass. Anyway, let me read. Is it 160 to summon to? Yes, it is. Any who like the video, I gotta go sleep before my dad does me. Oh, okay, I see. I gotta tell this Uber, or not Uber, but DoorDasher, that when they get on, what road is this? Okay, I gotta tell them when you get on W. Give me a second. Okay. Give me a second. Oh, hold up. I need to re-edit this message. Oh my god. Can I re-edit this? Please tell me I can edit my message. Wink. Thank you. All right, let's get it.
I know this isn't the first time seeing them. Hello, I'm Ochia. We've met before on Brand's ship. I was in this box.
Rochia. Okay, Rochia. Rochia's so cute.
This is Pero, the actual owner of the box. Pero takes good care of me and lets me hang out in it all the time. I've never seen Pero warm up to someone so quickly. It must be something in your frequency that it finds interesting. Anyway, what brings you to this beach? It's not exactly a place for a stroll. So you were attacked by that dragon and fell off the bridge. I'm guessing it was Abby who saved you. It probably exhausted itself and retreated back into your body to rest.
Niggas were sitting here telling me, oh, the freaking Lord Arbiter, oh, the rover is the most powerful being, a four-dimensional being in this game. Our four-dimensional being needed to get saved out of the river because they fell into the river because they got blasted into it by a dragon. Get the F out of here, nigga. I swear, niggas gassing up the rover acting like the rover has not been slapped to the floor before is freaking ridiculous. This is the second time I done seen this character done get smoked by another powerful force before they had to spin it back to try to run the ones again. They never ran the ones again on the Thermodian, that's for damn sure. They got their ass saved. Then, on top of that, now this in Rinascita, they got saved by Ambi pulling them out the river. My nigga, you cannot be called the most overpowered thing in your game by your community when you need saving. Stop it. This is not a Goku situation where you're like, oh my god, I'm Goku, or Sun Jin Woo. Even Sun Jin Woo, at one point in the story, this nigga stopped being saved by niggas and started saving himself. Ooh, this person getting closer and closer.
I can still sense Abby's frequency, even if it's faint.
What triggered Abby to come out? Something it could absorb? But then, why didn't it work?
That dragon's behavior is odd. It never leaves its territory. Long ago, this place was a sacred spot for the Order's pilgrims. Then, the dark tide hit, and all those reverberations left behind twisted things up. The remnant clouds from the Sea of Clouds drew hordes of tacit discords here. Now, their whispers fill the air, turning this once holy place of pilgrimage into the penitent's end. This Dragon of Dirge is a local tacit discord. It grows by feeding on the others. We were supposed to pick you up like Miss Carlotta planned, but things went sideways. The truth Miss Carlotta wants to show you lies somewhere on the aisle. But this is not the best place to talk. The mist is thickening, and rain is coming. The mist is dangerous here. It traps reverberations, and when it collects enough, they quickly form into tacit discords.
I mean, yeah, we already knew stuff like this before.
Brant. He went into the mist to rescue people, but he hasn't returned. We think he might be in danger. I plan to go find him. Once I'm in the mist, my frequency will draw the creepies and crawlies away.
I swear, niggas do not read instructions. I told them not to do that shit.
Just in case.
I swear, if they manage to go through the back gate even though it's closed, it's gonna piss me off.
Ta-da! Fireworks pistol. One shot and it'll send the tacit discords packing. It's easy to use. You want to see the upgraded version? Ta-da! Magnum fireworks pistol.
What? Wait. So the upgraded version of the gun is just the freaking catalyst weapon? Are we serious? Bro, I ain't gonna lie, the gun is cooler. Also, this food about to be here in a couple seconds. So I need to step out real quick. BRB went to get food. Okay, I'm back. Excuse that little delay. Just grab my food. All of the good stuff. Hopefully I wasn't away for too long. 12:28 when I said I was leaving. 12:36 when I got back. Okay, so it wasn't that long. This other thing. Get this going. Boom, bada boom, bada bing. Great, now my fries cold.
Use it to protect yourself. Our troop will bring you to our base soon and tell you the truth we've uncovered. I'll join you once I find Brant. Don't worry. I know this place inside out. For a first-timer, though, it might be a bit much. Alright, fine. It's better you see it for yourself. I'll be glad you don't have to fend for yourself alone.
You know,
See
people
that
are saying...
lighthouse? It's the only safe place in the mist. We'll head there. Brant might have taken shelter there, too.
I'm crazy. People saying that the lip sync is on point, but like, even still, the scene of the characters talking still drags on. Or it doesn't feel as smooth because it's still like, oh, waiting for the body to move or whatever.
Once we find him, we'll find the truth you're after.
Oh, I'm on Act 3?
The area up ahead is where the sea mist is thickest. Try to avoid the dark phantoms in the mist. They could turn into tacit discords at any moment.
There's a lot of beating up niggas with freaking briefcases and shit. Nigga. I gotta get some of this drink. This is... Oh my goodness, I just realized. This run is the exact same run that most of the lolly characters of Genshin use when they run. The only difference is Rosia, by her entire body size, is like bigger than Rosia and Verena. Like most of them, like their body size is like literally bigger than most of the lollies in Genshin, except for Ian-san, because Ian-san and Katina. Do I need this? Oh no, no, I don't. I noticed this. Even when you're auto running, let's say I hold the sprint button. Why is it that the sprint button has my stamina dying? Oh. Nigga. This one looks great, this. They can hit you while in the air doing that combo. That's so lame.
Mamma mia, avanti.
Tacit discords. Watch out.
What? I can't control my fortune.
What the crap?
The high levels of corrupted remnant energy in the mist are disrupting our frequency stability. I can help with that. See, fighting here is a bad idea. Let's just try to avoid any threats for now.
You say that, but I gotta get past that wall.
A smooth journey.
No crap.
Can you keep up?
Ew, the water dirty and everything. This is nasty. And I've seen water like this in real life before.
Come. Play with me. Look for me.
Don't worry. They're just reverberations. Potential tacit discords in the making. Some of them are actually our friends. We can follow them to find our way out.
It said Rocio was talking, but her voice was too deep to be Rocio.
Play with me. Look for me. I'm here.
Oh, this is neat. They had the bastard stalking the ground like an Elden Ring boss.
Did it lead us this way because it sensed the dragon?
Possibly. Phantoms are sensitive to frequencies, so navigating the mist is second nature for them.
The game isn't over. Here, come quickly.
I think I figured out what they're doing. We'll be out of the mist soon.
She says that until that dragon sneak up on us. Like, isn't this the way the dragon went? This was like we running into the dragon, not dodging it. Who that? Some poor soul.
Rocia, you found me.
I'll always find you, but maybe don't do this again next time.
Why? Isn't this your favorite game? I wanted to play with you.
I know, but as your friend, I worry about your safety.
Oh, this is sad.
My friend? Excuse me. Are you Rochia's friend?
Leave me be, Trip, damn it. Oh, never mind. Shoot. My apologies. I reacted way too fast. Because I thought that message said, shut the F up. I'm busy hunting. I reacted way too fast. That's my fault. Anyway, what the fuck those like the spirits in kitchen? It does. Anyway, how you doing? And there we go. I ain't even have to say anything. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh. I need to get a bite of this sandwich. I'm so freaking hungry. So delicious.
Ah, how wonderful. You're not alone anymore, Rochia.
Yes, I have friends now.
Oh, this is sad. Screenshot.
I'm so happy for you. All is well.
Fly, fly to the high heavens. We are born free, and our souls will soar even in death.
I would say if you are feeling hungry, just go ahead and eat. Just go ahead and cook that chili, bro. Because sometimes hunger be calling at the most weirdest times. And sometimes you don't even feel like you're hungry. It just feel like you just need to eat something. Shoot, I had that happen to me the other night. What was it, Monday night? I had that happen to me. I was like, bro, I don't know what's world going on with me. Trying to make me fat ain't about making you fat. It's just about putting something in your stomach, brother. Besides, from how you talk about your workout routine, you sound like you're a pretty fit dude. You ain't even got to worry about getting fat. Great, there go all my sweet tea.
Golden phantoms are reverberations, mixed with the frequencies left behind by people who've passed away. When someone dies, the reverberations linger. Usually, they merge into the same cacophony of frequencies that spawns tacit discords. But sometimes, a trace of their final will remains, and the mist shapes this into phantoms. This lingering will helps the phantoms resist becoming tacit discords and instead guide the lost through the mist.
Yo, hold up. I need to say this. I've been seeing a lot of traveler slander happen recently, ever since Arrow Rover was released. Like a couple weeks ago at this point. Or probably like a week ago at this point, if I'm thinking about it. Bro, niggas talking about some Arrow Rover the greatest MC in gacha history. I'm thinking to myself, my nigga, I done seen this nigga get smoked multiple times where they needed to be saved by someone. Let's stop this nonsense acting like this nigga one tapping every opponent they come across. If that was the case, they'd one tap the entirety of every enemy they come across. They would have one tapped the Thermodian, which they didn't. They needed saving. By the way, did you see the C6 Power Traveler? It's actually strong. Oh, no, I haven't seen the C6 Power Traveler. Wait, don't we have... Wait a minute. Hold up. I'm pretty sure we have C6 unlocked, don't we? Unless there's something else that I'm missing. Like, did we get like a... No, it's not an artifact set that made him better. Or some shit. But he only good in that one boss fight.
If the mist clears, they'll vanish. If the mist lingers, their fate is sealed. It will only be a matter of time before they merge with other reverberations and become tacit discords. Their final frequencies tend to cling to certain objects, like this Lucianite here. I collect them as proof that they once lived.
Wait a minute, what? The secondary C6 unlocked version? Is this new, or this has always been on the Traveler this entire time? Hold up, I gotta find a screenshot of C6 Traveler. Power Traveler. I gotta find a screenshot, or someone gotta share a screenshot with me so I can read that description of what the crap that is. Because if the Power Traveler is viable now, then oh snap, that's crazy. Granted, the Power Traveler's freaking skill fucking sucks. They really they really did hold the Power Traveler, bro. The Power Traveler should have had at least a skill that was as comparable as freaking my weakless, but no, they had to F him over with this BS skill that don't even last that long. Oh, the dragon coming.
Otherwise, the dragon will devour every last trace of their frequency. The mist is thinning. That stranded ship ahead looks like...
But I have to wait for the 6th tribe to be released to get the final unlock for the Traveler. Really? Hold up. Wait a minute. So C6. Okay. Hold up. The secondary C6 unlock version. Okay, so it's been there since then, but from the way you're framing it, oh, actually, you know what? Hold up. I think it'd be better if I do this. Just hop on the Discord call real quick and explain it to me. That's if you're still watching the stream by any chance. Wait a minute, wait, what?
To shine.
Oh, I'm in the wrong voice call.
Merely two sides of the same coin.
I'll just hop in this one. That's fine. All right, you can go ahead. Explain what you explain to me.
All right. So the Traveler, of course, when you do the quest, it unlocks pseudo things on the Traveler. But after the Capitano thing, you know what I'm talking about, the throne.
Yeah.
Thing? That, remember, if you go back to him, it unlocks like every single. You know those ores you got when you fully completed a reputation for a tribe in Natlan? You got that little ore.
Yeah. Yep.
You use those ores and turn them in at that throne to unlock a constellation secondary effect for the Traveler. And that's the true version of the Pirate Traveler.
Okay.
And so it just makes, after you unlock the final one, it increases the crit damage a crap ton. It makes him incredibly, I won't say incredibly strong, but makes him strong, and makes him very viable against that boss.
What about outside of that fight?
Once you get a total of
The white
6
has been
other
dyed
scores
red.
possible that you get for maxing out each of the tribes. And then you turn that into the throne, and that unlocks the secondary effect. And then voila, he's thick. And so once the Collective of Plenty was finally released, we're able to finally see the final constellation on Traveler.
Okay. So how are they like outside of that fight? Are they like still is that usable?
No, I'm saying
Shine
the
and to
C6
die.
was actually pretty strong.
Merely two
Oh.
sides of
He's
the
not
same
as
coin.
strong as Mavuika because it basically is a secondary version of that. But it's still good. It's just not great kind of thing. Like Mavuika outshines it entirely. It's like ridiculous how much it outshines it. But the last constellation is pretty strong.
Okay, nice. I mean, I got a freaking.
Basically, whenever you get like whenever you get the Natlan burst, I can't remember what it's called.
Nice hole.
Blue Job
Thanks.
Assist, whatever.
The white
Burst,
has been dyed red.
it increases your crit damage by like 50%.
Ooh, okay, that's nice.
Yeah. So it's actually pretty decent. So when you combine all the constellations, it's fairly strong.
Alright. Well, now I know what I gotta get to work on because I really do want to use my Power Traveler more. It just, his skill fucking sucks. I hate that.
Skill is still kind of subpar, but he finally can put out some decent damage.
Oh, and then I got my Sea Lolly too. Because I'm pretty sure, yeah, my Sea Lolly. Oh yeah, it's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be perfect.
But Anemo, Geo, and Dindo Traveler are still by far superior. But Pyro Traveler is, with C6, is viable.
That's awesome.
Unfortunately, you do need C6.
Okay. Thank you for the info. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Enjoy that chili.
Also, you also need to get your ass on Monster Hunter.
Yes, I know. I gotta.
Everyone is absolutely like lapping your ass.
Yes, I know. Cause y'all spent probably 8 hours playing the game.
You probably spent 30 minutes actually playing the game, and you're carrying 29 minutes of it.
True. Except for the last 2 fights I did. Thank God I cleaned it.
I heard you were getting your ass kicked.
I handled it. Okay, I got it done. It was a difficult fight with that dragon that was knocking on that wall. I handled him after about probably the 8th try. Got it done. Then fought the freaking monster that we've been hunting this whole time. I fought it one time, beat it. Now, whatever happens next, happens next. I don't know what happens after that fight, though. Probably gonna dive deeper into the grounds. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, you need to get yourself, at least start learning the game. Like, play it on your own if you can, just to at least learn fights, learn mechanics. So, that way when we start teaming up, we can actually, because even Azov he's finally end game, he's starting to get his end game built.
No problem. Shoot, what? Am I streaming Friday? Let me think. I'm thinking about calling out on Friday. I'm not gonna lie, because I get paid Friday, but at the same time, I do not want to waste money on Friday if I don't have to.
You don't have to stream the game, but it is a fun game to stream.
Oh no, I'm not saying that I was gonna stream the game. I'm saying like if I call out Friday, right? But then I'll spend like most of the day just probably hacking, slashing, getting my job done.
You mean sleeping?
No. Okay, I'll probably spend like half the day sleeping. Okay. You can't blame me for that. It's good sleep. If I'm not going into work, what else am I doing? Anyway, yeah. I'll let y'all know if I call out Friday. True, I'm probably gonna. If I got PTO time to use, I'll use it. Oh.
I have PTO time, but I'm trying to save it for next year.
Oh, hold up. Why I got you on the call real quick. Okay, so you know how I was talking about, I guess it was, during the weekend? I was telling you how I hope they don't come at me with BS when I come back to work on Monday or whatever. Yeah, okay. So apparently they didn't come at me with no type of BS at all. Thank God. Everybody was understanding of it. They was like, yeah, we know you had COVID. Yeah, everybody knew. Hope you doing good, doing dandy. Thank God, because I was not. Granted, the only negative was the fact that I missed a whole week's worth of pay, so that paycheck will be short. That's the only negative. And it hurts.
To shine or to die.
Yeah, see, that's what I love about my
Merely
job. I
two
call them
sides
sick
of the
when I
same
still get paid.
coin.
What's crazy is they told me my PTO time. Granted, I worked at this same job before, like back in 2020. I think latter end of 2021 all the way to 2023. But they dismantled the second shift. I was away from that job until about the latter end, or like the last 2 months of 2023, where I was able to get a position back there again. And they told me that when I worked here the first time, I had like over like 80 something hours of PTO time to use. But since I had got fired and rehired, that 80 hours of PTO time that I had that I could have used, I can't use it. I gotta wait till January of next year to be able to have like almost 80 hours worth of PTO time to use. I was so upset when I heard that. I was like, bro, all that PTO time, I gotta wait till next year if I want to use any of that. That was crazy.
Yeah, that's screwed up. See, my job, once you get past, it's after 60 days, you get all your PTO.
Oh, that's crazy.
What's crazy is having to wait a fucking year.
If they never have dismantled the second
To
shift
shine.
at all, and I was still working at the same job throughout 2023 and 2024, I'd probably be stacked with so much PTO time because I hardly ever call out. Like, I'm always coming in every day. But it is what it is. If I gotta wait till next year on January to use 80 hours worth of PTO time, I'll wait. I ain't going nowhere.
You can see you taking up 10 straight days and be like, fuck you guys.
Yes. Oh snap! That's right. I got family stuff to do within the next 2 months. I got to take off time. Whew. Hopefully, I got enough PTO time when they give me 8 hours again next month and the following month.
Your family should wait till January.
To die. Merely two sides
I
of
wish
the
I
same
could,
coin.
but unfortunately, that's not this type of situation. Anyway.
Skill issue.
Anywho, I'm saying it's wait 103. I'm playing until about 2 o'clock in the morning. I gotta hurry up and get more of this story done. So we gonna end the conversation here. You go enjoy your chili, then go to sleep. Oh man, I'm coughing like crazy.
Cough up my fucking lung.
Look, I got dust in my lungs at this point.
The white has been dyed red.
No, you should have blood in your lungs. Don't attribute to your lungs what's on your dick.
I'm not gonna respond to that. Anyway, good night.
Oh, that's right. There's no dust on it. You go to it.
Exactly. Anyway, talk to you later.
No denial at all.
I don't need to deny something that's the truth sometimes, okay?
You don't deny that there would be dust on it, but because you do, there's no dust.
Exactly. I stand on that position.
And this sounds straight. It'll be just documented.
Anyway, good night. Peace. You see how people about how the people in my community be treating me, bro? They don't treat me with no type of respect. Oh, excuse me.
Can you keep up?
A pilgrim sale? Why is it here?
In Raguna, those who break the law are sent to the Order Tribunal for sentencing. Those who violate the sacred doctrines are branded as fools and sent away on the pilgrim sale. It's said that when the first dark tide ravaged Rinascita, the first Primus followed the currents on a rickety boat and met the Sentinel in person. That's where the pilgrim sale tradition came from.
Why her voice got deeper?
Now the fools retrace the Primus's journey. reflecting on their mistakes along the way. There's a strong undercurrent around this isle, likely caused by that first dark tide. It drags all pilgrim sails here unless the ship's course is altered. No reverberations on the ship, nor in the mist. The people must have escaped. But with the mist this thick, we need to stay on guard. This way.
Man, I would have
Head to the
pulled for
lighthouse.
Lucia if I could.
I hear the sounds of fighting. Watch out. Tacit discords are gathering.
Looks like our brief intermission is over. Time to let the ghosts have their moment on stage. Come on then, let the flames of battle ignite our souls.
Of course, it's that nigga Brant.
Wait. Is that Brant?
Only Brant would call them ghosts with that kind of flair. It must be him. But I can't tell where he is in the mist. Anyway, let's deal with the trouble here first before we go look for him.
Universe in my psyche.
My compliments.
He wasn't even that far away. I can't tell where he is in the
The
mist.
show's
Face
over,
us.
ghosts. Time to take your final bow.
Watch your back.
A marvelous shot. You've earned your stripes, first mate.
You're welcome. But if you tilted your head just 10 centimeters to the left, it wouldn't have been the Discord's head that got popped. It'd be yours.
I'm loving this dynamic between the two already. And the face, the face that the rover is making is priceless. What's crazy is I remember seeing the rover traveler make a face similar to this when someone said something this diabolical. She basically said, "Nigga, I would have blew your head top off if you even moved to the left any further, bro." Like, bro, what? Nigga, huh? Priceless.
Not on your watch. Besides, fortune always smiles on me. Except in bets.
Oh snap! Did I say it earlier? Yeah, this feels like a big bro, little sis type of dynamic, or big sis and little bro type dynamic. That's what this feels like to me.
And we've crossed paths with the rover again. Can't get luckier than that.
We shouldn't have let her get caught up in this mess. She was worried about us and insisted on coming.
I need to label this as Act
Is
3.
that so? Then our gratitude to you is even greater for your timely aid.
I'm here to uncover the buried truth. We're all alive. That's what can be. Run for that dragon.
To find the brightest truth, one must delve into the deepest shadows. Such bravery deserves to be hailed, my friend.
Where is everyone on the Pilgrim sail?
I was patrolling the coast earlier when I saw their ship drifting into the mist. Time was against us, so I departed alone without alerting the crew.
Wait, is this the same person we met at the beginning of the Rinascita quest? The dude who was being shipped off on that ship? I'm pretty sure this is him. Also, yeah, the storytelling of both Genshin and the freaking Wuwa is the exact same. It is the verbatim one-to-one, using 3D models to depict, to storytell of having the camera aim at certain like objects or scenery to help further the storytelling even more.
Thank you. Don't be afraid. You're safe with us. You've got some skill, you know. Holding your own for so long in a trial against the Tacit Discords.
Trial? I don't buy into the Order's nonsense. I've worked hard all my life and stayed true to the Order's teachings about forsaking earthly pleasures for divine favor. And what do I get in return? Heavier taxes.
Okay, valid complaint. I feel that.
When pirates ransacked my merchant fleet, leaving me with nothing, I turned to the Order for help. They said it was a divine trial and left me to rot.
Now, stuff like that I do hate. Where it's like, oh, yo, I just got robbed by this individual. And then it's like, oh, it was a divine trial. Nigga, no, it was not no divine trial. It was pure evil and sin that did that. This not no divine trial. Nigga, you better stop that. Yeah, let's continue.
I stood before the Sentinel statue, asking if my suffering was really their will. But all I got was silence. Why should I wait for peace in the afterlife when I could be living for today? How is that a crime?
That is also valid. That is genuinely valid. Like, no one wants to wait till after they've died to know what peace feels like. They want to experience it while they're alive too. I feel that.
As for salvation, I don't believe in it. And I certainly don't need it.
Well, this is what happens. Even in real life, people are like, yo, if I ain't getting no answers to my questions I'm asking, whether it be from the church or from God himself, I just don't believe in it. And then they just keep moving on with their life. And they're gonna find their happiness in their own way. Which, it happens. I won't be mad at people for that.
Here's a proposal. How about joining our troop? We are wanderers, adrift upon the seas. Or perhaps you're more familiar with the name, the Troop of Fools?
The Troop of Fools? Could it be?
Yes, we are, like you, by the Order's decree, marked as fools.
Oh, snap. You know what? The moment they say the name of the troop, I was like, ooh, so that's what this is. But I didn't know that Brant and Rosia were marked as fools and kicked out by the Order. I did not know about that.
Fools on the pilgrim sail often meet their demise in a storm, or they're swallowed by the waves. Even if they do survive, they still face hunger, thirst, and the unforgiving wrath of nature. Maybe it's luck that brought you here so swiftly, and unharmed at that. Look around. This is all that remains of the pilgrim sail. This is always their final destination, where the fools meet their end.
Okay, so I was mad spot on at the beginning of the entire Rinascita quest when I was like, yo, what if they're sending them off on these ships to meet their demise and not actually going on a pilgrimage? I mean, technically, they did go on a pilgrimage, but that pilgrimage was a pilgrimage of death. That pilgrimage was a death sentence, rather, right? So, I'm so glad I was spot on about it at the very beginning when I first started playing in Rinascita.
Yes, the pilgrimage is nothing but a banishment in disguise. The path to salvation they speak of doesn't exist.
And even think about this. Rosia, whenever Rosia was banished or whatever, bro, she is a little girl. You're really telling me you put a little girl on a ship and sent her out for this quote-unquote pilgrimage knowing that it would end up killing her? Are we for real? That makes it even worse that you're willing to send a child out to meet their end because they broke the rules. That's whack, bro.
Otherwise, how could this once sacred place now look like such a hellish wasteland?
Wait. sacred place. No wonder the others were talking about it on the ship. They believed the Order's promise that prayers at the sacrificial arena would grant them forgiveness. They must be heading up the mountain now.
And they're going up there to die.
I didn't expect their faith to lead them that far.
If only they knew it was just one of the Order's lies.
Captain! First mate! We're here to help!
More hands make light work. I called in some help to escort him back to the base once the mist cleared.
At least 2 members of your crew look
foresight
saucy.
is unmatched, and the 3 of us can head up the mountain. But beware, my friend. By the end of this pilgrimage, you will witness the Order's cruelest deceit. The dangers ahead will only intensify.
Please, save them. I hope it's not too late.
Don't worry. There's more to our troop than you think.
Oh, are we flying up there? Why are we looking up?
This wing ray can fly us up the mountain. You two go first. You'll find I'm very convenient to bring along.
I like the fact. Wait, so who's carrying that?
All right then. All hands, prepare to ascend.
So they don't even bother showing it. At best, just show them grapple hooking it.
Gently does it?
I mean, we could have just flew up here, but this is fine. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't even mind if this was the aerial traversal mechanic instead of the actual glider that they put. I wouldn't even mind having this because this would be just as good to have. It'll be, it'll launch me up to like a higher elevation like this. I'll hop off, then go explore, run up one, find another one like that, connect to it, so on and so forth. You get the point.
Tacit discourse incoming. Stay alert, everyone. Mamma mia! These are human footprints. Looks like they're heading to the arena.
This is the only way up. Let's pick up the pace.
I will say this. I feel like Rosia's voice acting does not stay consistent. Because when we first met her, she had a light-toned voice. Or her voice was lighter. And then as she continues to talk, her voice...
Let's take them down in one blow.
Her voice keeps getting deeper. To the point that now she's decided to remain with a deeper toned voice. Rather than her higher pitched voice. Or not ultra high pitched, but like it was a lighter voice that she had. So yeah, I think that's my only complaint about Rosia, is that her voice acting is not consistent. They had it this way, then they switched up midway. Wait, is this squad good enough to fight this boss? Yes it is, obviously. Oh, she about to die deviously. She about to get eaten.
Oh, divinity above, please have mercy on me. Is this some kind of test for me? I see. No matter how harsh the punishment, I'll take it. Even if...
I'm not gonna lie, this reminded me of Solo Leveling a little bit, where that dude was trying to pray to that giant statue. Only be like, bro, them prayers that you're giving to that statue do not apply to that nigga. You're reciting this Christian God's, you know, his info, but like, this don't apply to that nigga. You about to get stepped on. This what this feels like. She about to get stepped. Oh my god, she about to get snatched. Oh, GG's. Oh, she would have met a devious end.
Even if it means death?
I mean, yes, even if it does mean death. I would have told that nigga, yeah. Excuse me. Anywho, yeah, she would have been squashed like a bug, bro. Her body would be mangled. She looked like a bunch of mush on the ground. True street meat. If he ain't saved her life just
We've
now.
never done anything that warrants paying with our lives.
Brant might stop it, Tenji. I'm gonna keep saying this. I said it last time. I do not see what niggas like about this nigga, bro. Yeah, he's saucy. Yeah, he's zesty. I'll give him that. But he ain't even worth being called daddy. Absolutely not. At best, you give him big bro. At best, he gets big bro status, not daddy status. Stop it.
I'd wager mercy isn't on the table. However, in the face of danger and adversity, the stage is set for our
Oh
grandest
snap!
act.
They're trying to gang up on us.
Brant, you handle the tacit discords. I've got the dragon.
Rosia standing 10 toes. She told you, yo, big bro, step aside. You're not needed for this fight. Go handle them lesser creatures. Big sis got it. Bro, being told to step aside by the lolly is crazy. Anyway, let me read. I guess this red daddy is more for Jinian. Wait, I forgot how to pronounce that dude's name. Dragon Sorcerer. That's what I'm calling him. Dragon Sorcerer and Calcharo. Yeah, I'm gonna say this right now. If Calcharo does not flex his existence whenever he comes spinning back into the story, or whenever he gets to spin in the story, if they don't flex that man's awesomeness, I'm gonna have an issue with it. Even though I don't even like that nigga like that. He hasn't even given me a reason to like him. Yeah, his character design kind of tough. It's kind of cool, but like, he need to flex like hardcore. Oh, yo, Tenshi, I forgot. You don't play Zenless Zone, do you? If not, yo, that recent dev talk that they posted yesterday, it was great. They flexed a whole new character who got like this angelic motif to them. Yo, bruh, she looks so awesome. If I have to be honest, she looked like she smokes most of the freaking Rinascita cast by default. I'm being honest. I'll probably show a picture in the Discord server when I find a good picture of her, but bro, she looks crazy.
Of course, but with all due respect, shouldn't the captain be the one giving the orders?
Just playing to our strengths. Take it, or I'll spill the beans about your wine stash.
What's her name? The thing is, I don't know what her name is. I completely missed it. Either I missed it or I didn't know which name was her name, because the new area that's coming in, version 2 of Zenless, it's more Chinese themed in design, and I guess her name is more Chinese in comparison to every other character. So I probably mixed up her name with the faction that she's a part of. So I don't know which is her name. So I have to go skim through that video again and try to find out her name. But yeah. What's crazy, she doesn't even look like she's dressed in Chinese clothing. Granted, it's probably because her outfit is more military-like. And also, what is this face that this man is making? Bro, you let the lolly threaten your wine stash, bro? Bro, you dared to call this man daddy earlier. No, this nigga is big bro at best. Shoot, he about to be given little bro status in a minute with the face he making.
Why, aye, first mate.
Look how he dashed off the screen. Bro, this is a brand a clown.
It's time to pay for what you've done, Dragon of Dirge.
Oh my goodness, this is so cute. Bro, how is the lolly flexing on Brant? Make it make sense. She pouted, making a cute face, and she threatened this nigga, and he dashed off the screen like a damn Looney Tunes character. Bro, Rosie doing her thing right now. Give respect when it's deserved. Brant gonna have to get his respect later, bro. Brant ain't do nothing that's worth of my respect right now. Hold on, I gotta screenshot this because this is so adorable. You know what? I will use this picture. I will use that screenshot in my thumbnail when I finish making this script for responding to comments that I got to my video. I'm gonna use this because this is perfect. This pouty face. Oh my goodness.
We'll improvise.
My compliments. Surrender.
Blue! Life is in everything.
Bro, did I kill half this nigga health bar already? Might as well smoke him now.
Is mine.
This nigga dead. Yeah, this final shot kill him, no doubt. Oh, guess not. If I increase the difficulty, this fight would have lasted longer. Oh, finally, I get to see the spectral power stop time. Oh, guess not, because we do not get to see the spectral power stop time. Because apparently that's what I was told. Spectral power apparently stops time, which I did not know that until later. Until someone mentioned about the whole, well, this was in the comment section of a comment section like a couple weeks ago at this point, probably 2-3 weeks ago at this point. I did not know spectral is time stopping.
Of course. You think that little lizard could take me down? I just took a nap after eating its frequency.
This nigga lying. Then go eat it then.
But seriously, that was close. The fire it breathed almost singed your hair. Good thing I was here to back you up.
Why does nigga act like he participated in the fight?
As soon as I realized it was a tacit discord, I went for it and ate its frequency. Piece of cake. But I gotta say, it was a pretty hefty bite. I swear, I chewed it up, but it was hard to swallow. It wasn't the taste, you know? More like my digestion's been a mess lately.
You know, I really do like the fact that they went forward to make the relationship between Ambi and the rower feel more emotional because of like Ambi having this issue, having this health issue, quote unquote health issue. Because when it comes down to Genshin and Paimon, between Traveler and Paimon, there's never been a moment where like, oh, Paimon has this condition going on with her and it looks like she is not doing well at all, to the point that, oh, she's not even like talking anymore in the story or something like that. They could have done that at some point in time in Genshin's story, but they just haven't done it at all, which is weird in my opinion. Granted, there has been emotional moments between the two, no doubt, but like certain moments that felt urgent like this, I don't think they've done that in a while, or haven't done it at all.
That's not the point. The real deal is, I found something crazy in its frequency. You said you somehow experienced empathy with the tacit discord back in Jinzhou, right? How about trying that again with this guy? Trust me, this could be our big break.
Gehenna, a wretched soul mourned by none. You are reborn to fulfill our sacred rite, illuminate the path of salvation. Become the fiery hand of judgment, purging all transgressions. Cleanse every soul ensnared by their own indulgence. Those who cannot withstand the trial by fire shall forever be barred from our pure land.
Okay, so they basically used the dragon as an executioner blade.
See? I wasn't lying.
Yeah, they put a halo. Ooh, snap. This is reminding me of what happened in Genshin, where they used the Abyss Order, tainted Dvalin, and mind controlled Dvalin. Granted, Dvalin was like a sentient entity who knew what the F it was, and it was Defender of Mondstadt at one point, before it became free again. This, I don't feel like this is going to be a situation where we save this dragon. I feel like more so we got to just terminate it and keep it pushing.
Tacit Discord's frequencies are perpetually fading, inching toward their end. Their only way to maintain their existence is to consume other frequencies as food. The dark tide and mist enveloping this isle have drawn in countless Tacit Discords. Their frequencies should have been enough to feed the dragon. If what you saw is true, then the Order must have used some trick to control the dragon, making its frequency fade away faster than it should. That means they could be responsible for why the dragon began attacking all living beings, including humans.
Rosie is so cute, bro.
In
I'm never gonna
time,
tell her.
it ended up becoming a harbinger of death.
Get out of here with your philosophy speaking, Brant. I'm so
found
tired of this nigga.
during the previous battle.
Oh, snap.
Seems the Fraxidus had their hand in this case as well.
Okay, I'm gonna be totally honest. I got a little spoiled about, I think, 2 things that happened, or rather, I come across it in a thumbnail of someone's video where they showed off Homegirl with the bandages covering her eye. That's a part of the Fraxidus. I kind of got spoiled by that. Granted, I didn't watch the video. I just saw it on the thumbnail, so I know that she's playing a role in this, which I'm pretty sure I'd been know that since earlier. But like, it was like a certain scene that was the thumbnail. That was a bit of a spoil, but I was just like, it is what it is. Granted, even right now, I cannot remember the full details of that thumbnail, but hopefully, I don't remember it. The memory doesn't like resurface and gets on my nerves.
So you know them too. Seems we have much to discuss. Our troop usually earns a living by performing on the nearby islands. Sometimes we take on escort missions for merchant ships as well.
Tenchi, if you're still here, how long was Act 3 by any chance? I'm curious to know how long this Act 3 is.
They were just lurking about, raiding ships. But as the Carnival drew near, their actions grew suspicious. We noticed them lingering around a certain sea. Remember Cetus the Tidebreaker? The creature that attacked you when we first met. After we parted ways, we went searching for it to find out what had gone wrong. This is what we found on its tail, another Lycoris.
No, the Fraxidus is doing their thing right
Alas,
now.
the Tidebreaker slipped away into the deep beyond our reach. Still, this bloom leaves no doubt. The Fraxidus is behind its strange behavior.
Ooh, you know what? I'm thinking about making a video, a critique video, possibly a critique video about Rinascita in terms of its design. Because I just had this thought about the way they designed Rinascita and the flight glider. Oh, hold on, let me get more definite. Let me see. I know that after this area of the map, the next area is the last section of this part of the story. The next is... Oh, okay. And then it's underground vault, and then to... Okay. So I have another area to get to that's also part of the story. Then after that, I have to go to the vault. Wait, quick question. Is the vault a, like, main story thing, or is it, like, some side story content? Because I've been inside the vault already. Granted, I probably didn't go into the depths of the vault because it wasn't that time. It wasn't the time to do that in the story. So we went the route we were supposed to go. And if it is main story stuff, then after that, then it is 2.2. Which, okay, I got my roadmap. Oh, excuse me. Oh, anyway, this to give you a little insight about the video that I'm probably gonna make about Rinascita's design. Hold on, let me read. I think it might have been a side one since it was a fishing event, but I'm not sure. No problem. Okay, to give you an idea about the video I'm thinking about making for Rinascita, criticizing Rinascita's design, is purely this. This is basically the gist of the video. You know how we got the flight mechanic to fly around Rinascita with, right? In essence, it's not really needed at all, especially before 2.2. Flying around in Rinascita wasn't really something we needed, if we're being honest, right? You could have 100%ed the entire map in Rinascita without the flight gadget, right? The flight gadget was cool to have and all, but it was not something that was a necessity to have. It wasn't something so much of a want that you needed so badly to like 100% your map or like make traversal faster. Like I would have gotten the job done just as fast running on my feet than using the damn glider, right? And on top of that, if Rinascita is supposed to be a nation that's on the water, why didn't they focus more so on a boat mechanic than a flight mechanic? They should have broken up Rinascita into like different islands or whatever. Like you could have had the whole base area of Rinascita, the area that we explore that's on the ground or on the water. They could have had that be the land of the exiles, where they exile people, where area, right? You know, that new area they released in 2.2. That could have been the area that everyone lives on alongside the order. Then the order just banishes people to the lower levels of their nation, which is on the ground, on the water instead, right? That's what they should have done. Just for the sake of thematic design of how they've gone about, you know, revealing the truth of lore and all this stuff that I got a taste of in this game, right? Because the bottom area should have had the boat mechanic of like having a unique boat mechanic to travel to different spots of the islands of Rinascita that's on the water. Then the area in the air should have been where the flight gadget came in, because then it would make so much more sense to have a flight gadget all the way up in the air rather than on the ground when you don't even need it on the ground, right? If they had like a whole city built in the air and you had to travel to it by taking the flight mechanic, using the flight mechanic, it would make so much more sense to me. Actually, it would be better. Because the reason I say this is because there was this game I played, I don't know if you've ever played it before, called Gravity Rush. In Gravity Rush, both 1 and 2, the entire map is legitly in the air. There's no such thing as touching the ground in that game, because the ground is so littered by like whatever has, you know, tainted the world. I forgot what they call that stuff that tainted the world in Gravity Rush. But yeah, essentially every major city and settlement was in the air. And the main character of that game had the ability to manipulate gravity, which allowed for them to fly from place to place across the entire map. Especially in the second game, where they merged two locations that was further apart from each other and merged into one, so that I could just travel across the area from this city to that city just by flying. Everything was in the air. It made sense. Right? So that's kind of my thought process for my critique of Rinascita in terms of design. Hopefully, I made it as understandable as possible.
We saw what they did to the dragon. The Cetus's violent outburst must be their doing as well. They say the Carnival is a ceremony to resonate with the Sentinel. Those who claim the laurel may be graced with a miracle, a direct communion with the divine.
At first we thought you were merely a curious traveler, intrigued by the Carnival and our Sentinel. But now, seeing how far you've come, there's more to your quest, isn't there? Our troop has always sought the laurel, and we won't sit back while others threaten the Carnival. If they're your foes, then our paths align. Remember I mentioned one of ours who once claimed the laurel? He wasn't with us when we first met. But once we reach our base, you can speak with him about the Sentinel. It won't be long now. After such an adventure, a well-earned rest awaits.
Oh, we're taking fight again. Awesome. Also, wait a minute. What the freak is this? Wait a minute. I got 2 quests going on. Okay, optional get there by the grapple waypoint. Wait. Oh, okay. So this is an optional thing to do. I didn't have to do this. I decided to do it. Okay. I won't even lie. This grapple thing is kind of like the Saurians in that land, right? This whole thing could have, you know what? This could have been the flight mechanic. You just transform into an echo that does this flying thing. That's what it could have been, but instead they gave us a glider, which I'm confused about that glider now as I'm thinking about it. Is the glider like some modified echo? Because that's the only thing that makes sense to me. And the fact that no one else in Rinascita actually uses that glider thing is kind of interesting. Like, but why? Is it only something that the main character can use, or is it like something they made but like it's a prototype? Excuse me. Oh, this is where the squad is. Okay, I see. This reminds me of that one area that they had in Genshin a couple, like last year or 2 years ago.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to present to you our sanctuary. A haven for all the surviving fools at the edge of the world. It is, my friend. We built this place from the ground up. And I dare say it's a triumph worthy of the ages.
The mist does shield us from the Order, but it brings its own set of problems.
Precisely why we must tackle its effects without delay. By the way, if you'd like to speak with Mr. Bardolino, our laureate, you'll find his tent deep within the base. Feel free to talk to the others while we handle our tasks. We'll catch up once we're done.
My bad. I'm just observing the character design. That's all I'm doing right now. And I'm messing with it heavy.
Welcome back, Brent. I heard a lot of voices coming from the mist. It's scary.
No way they banished the child.
Don't be afraid, Morias. They're all friends from the troop. People we've sailed with. You said you want to be a captain, right? Sailing has its own trials. Sea monsters, storms, whirlpools, undercurrents, you name it. When such challenges arise, you've got to trust your helm and your crew. They'll stand by you through thick and thin, and your job is to guide them safely through it all, till you reach the journey's end.
I understand. Everyone has been so good to me, always looking out for me. When I grow up, I'll be a great captain, and take care of them too.
That's the spirit, kiddo. You've already got the heart of a captain, and that's no small feat. You're the captain of your own ship. Bravery like that deserves rewards. Here, take this.
Wow! Captain Sparrow's legends! Thanks, Brent. And can I maybe have a sip of the stuff you like to drink? The troop strength?
Ah, well... That's a special brew for captains who face the fiercest storms. When you're ready, your own glass of troop strength will be waiting.
Really? I'll work for it.
You know what? Okay, I will say this. I'm gonna give a little respect where respect is due. Brant and how he interact with kids, especially this one in particular. It's very cute. I respect it because it reminds me of Tartaglia from Genshin, but how Tartaglia interacts with his little brother and his other siblings, even though they do not know nothing about that horrendous job that this man does. Nigga be body bagging niggas in the name of his Archon.
As the captain, it is my duty to be the crew's compass. His face must not show fear or sorrow. Those who did make it have their own dreams to chase. Some will eventually leave to follow the call of their hearts, their silhouettes forever etched into the mist. We hope they find their promised lands. The troop may be a safe harbor, but it's certainly not the final destination of their journey. We honor their names and stories in our plays, passing their legacy down through the crew. Beriardi the Fire Eater, Toscanini the Night Watcher, Fernando the Fish Killer. Their stories remain vivid in my memory. One day, I'll compile them into a book, mark my words. Over the years, we've bid farewell to many, and welcomed countless new faces. Seems this cycle will never end.
Oh, another thing too, I was about to say. Yeah, big bro status it fits perfectly on brand. I was correct when I said it the first time. how they're like fleshing out his character right now. This is big bro status. This is not daddy status. This is blatant big bro status. Also, bro, did they really banish a child? This nigga look like he about 10 years old. You're telling me they banished a child to go die in this place? That's so freaking crazy. Now, why was this nigga banished?
When I was a boy, I saw the Sentinel's statue in the Cathedral of Mercury. Curiosity led me to point at the statue and ask, how can you say it's the Sentinel when no one has ever laid eyes on it? I didn't know the consequences that would follow. That question earned me a pilgrimage. At the time, I thought it was some grand adventure.
Okay, so yeah.
On the pilgrim sail, I was cared for by other fools who shared what little they had and shielded me from the grim reality with their kindness and smiles.
That's crazy.
But all I could do was watch as they passed away one by one. From that day forward, I swore to wipe away the tears of the innocent. Every adventurer needs a rest, and every ship must find a port. For us, that meant finding a sanctuary. When we finally reached this forsaken isle, the destination of our pilgrimage, we fought the Tacit Discords to claim our territory and scavenged what we could from the ship's wreckage. From that, we built all this.
Bro, the fact that they were shipping out children to this place is freaking crazy. In every sense of the word, it is blatantly crazy. You sent a child to go die because they asked a question? How do we even know this is real when no one has actually seen it? Bro, that's such a valid question to ask. And what's crazy is I've asked this question as well myself at one point. Granted, I wasn't a child when I asked this question. I was an adult when I asked this question. Granted, I had got an answer to my question in comparison. Right? Granted, in a world such as this, I would not question the existence of a god, knowing that the Sentinels are real individuals. They're real in their world. They're blatantly real, and that niggas have witnessed them blatantly. I wouldn't even question my religious belief in this world, like on everything. I wouldn't. Got full-on statues and ruins dedicated to these Sentinels and praising them. It's like, no one builds this out of nowhere for the sake of making money. This was clearly built for a reason.
Though the night may be long, the dawn always follows. That, my friend, is what we should set our sights on.
Granted, that was a lengthy conversation, but it was one nonetheless. I needed that. Also, where's Roshia? Because I feel like she's gonna give me something interesting as well. Where is my girl? Man, I thought this was gonna be some voiced dialogue. Now I don't feel like listening to it because it's skippy. Okay, where is my girl Rosia? Where's she at? I gotta get my brain out of the gutter because I'm thinking like a damn gooner right now. See, I gotta get my brain out the gutter. Oh my goodness gracious, bro, my gooner meter is on high for no reason. Where's Rosia? Where is my girl? Rosie gotta be around here somewhere.
Can you keep up?
Okay, so she's probably over here. No, that's the guy I gotta talk to. Rosia is nowhere in view, meaning she's further. So I will go further. Nope, not in here. Oh, waypoint, I gotta go turn that on. Interesting. Oh my goodness gracious, ma'am. You are bad. Anyway. Seriously, where the hell is Rosia? Where'd she go? She surely has something interesting to talk about. I'm gonna go right in here, because it feels like that she's probably in here somewhere. Okay, so she's not in here. Where is that girl? She gotta be around here somewhere. Performance, obviously. I feel like I'm running around in circles for no reason, but we're not running around in circles in particular, but like, bro, the fact I cannot find Rosia anywhere is baffling. You think I'd have ran into her already.
Can you keep up?
Unless she said she was going to leave the area entirely because she had something to do, then me running around like a damn fool is truly a waste of time. Yeah, throw that thing. Anyway.
Keep up.
Wait, what is this? Okay, so this is a pathway. Okay, so I'm not gonna run down there. Come back for that later. Oh, that's right. This is the boat. Oh, there she go. I'm so glad I ran around looking for her.
First mate, what should we do with these stage props?
Load the light boxes on the heavy suitcases. Place the lights on top and secure them with chains. Keep the fireworks well away from the curtains. And don't forget to check the freshwater reserves in all cabin doors.
Okay. This girl got so much bass in her voice. Maybe she had a lighter tone voice because she was shy. So then when she became more comfortable around the rover, that's when the bass in her voice started kicking in more. If that is the case, okay, that makes sense to me.
Roger.
Usually, the crew handles these jobs themselves. But since we're prepping for the carnival and working on stage setups, it's fair they ask for my advice. There. Don't be afraid. The frequencies mixed in the mist are unsettling, Lario. I'm trying to calm it down so the crew can board. Wanna give it a try? Just place your hand on its forehead and channel your resonance energy, like this. You really are special. The echoes here are naturally drawn to you. Echoes can sense and respond to human frequencies. They reflect how we treat them, for better or worse. They're like reflections of who we each are. I've heard Lario's scientific name is Pliosaurus somni, an incredible creature first seen in the dream of its discoverer. It used to escort our ships across the seas, and then, of its own accord, became our stage. It has braved countless storms with us. Throughout our many travels, we've never found another like it. It must have been lonely, after so many years alone, drifting. That's why it chose to sail with us.
Interesting.
When I was young, much younger than I am now, I performed in a play that was banned by the Order. And that was it. I was sent here with all the other performers.
That's even crazier. Bro, that means, okay, right now she looks like she's about probably 12, 13, probably 14, around that age range, potentially. Right? So that means she probably was sent here when she was around, what, 6, 7 years old? That's freaking crazy.
The play was about freedom, love, and hope. How could something so beautiful be considered taboo? I don't understand.
That's so crazy that she had to go through some bullshit like that. Granted, I ain't gonna act like
Can you keep
some similar things didn't happen when it comes down to Christians, Jews, and everything else in between. Like, niggas, excuse me, were getting freaking their heads cut off for less. Who realistically uses this air dash thing? Who realistically uses this? Because I've seen someone try to argue to me that people use this for traversal. Granted, I've hardly seen anyone. Granted, I haven't really seen people play Wuwa. I don't really, and the reason because of that, for one, maybe I should watch some of my favorite content creators play it instead. And two, it really, I'll say this, bro, this is something that really does suck about Wuwa, and it's not even because of the game itself or the community itself, but rather in terms of consecration. Usually when there's any Hoyo game that has like some cutscene moment that happens, usually I see the main faces of like the reaction mashups pit those reaction mashups together. But when it comes down to Wuwa content, no one pits up a reaction mashup, and instead they pit in like this individual reaction one at a time type thing. Me personally, it's kind of lame because I enjoy seeing the reaction mashups when everyone is reacting to it at the exact same time, even though they probably play the story at their own times, right? I enjoy watching content like that. The fact that there's no type of content like that for Wuwa is really sad. Wuwa deserves to have reaction mashups. The fact that there is not none is sad.
Relax, young man. Life's only just unfurling its sails for you. Why sit there like one of those dour statues in the Order's halls? Don't be afraid to show a little spark.
I was just thinking about my future. Is Raguna truly lost to me forever?
Some have found their way back, but under the Order's watchful eye. Is that really what you want? A life without freedom? Listen, you don't need a grand stage to leave your mark. A true Raganazi can turn even a ragged tent into the finest theater. That's what I'm preparing to do. I might be an old man now, but don't let that fool you. I was once crowned with the laurel, you know.
You can tell that man loves flexing that.
Are you Mr. Bardolino?
In the flesh. Ha 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 ha! As I took my final bow on stage, a bright light pierced through the clouds, shining down from the sky. And then, a radiant laurel descended upon me, and I heard a voice. It was the Sentinel's voice, ringing in my head. I asked them a question that had puzzled me since childhood. The ultimate philosophical riddle. What should I eat tonight?
That's, bro, what?
And they answered, The body is the temple of the mind. To keep your mind sharp, do consume healthy food, such as the loris salad.
This sounds like such bullshit. Just what it sounds like to me.
But why loris salad? I was baffled, and the meaning still eludes me to this very day. I've never been quick-witted, though. The Order's doctrines never quite took hold. Acting, however, that is where my true passion lies.
Okay, so how does this tie to the salad?
But why did a blessed laureate like you get banished by the Order?
Back when I won the laurel, Raguna was led by the Holy Maiden. She promoted all sorts of grand celebrations during the Carnival, an unceasing tide of revelry. Stages sprang up on every corner of the city, performances dancing through the streets, and shops adorned in vibrant hues. Even on rainy nights, you could still hear music playing in the square.
Wait a minute. So if I understand this correctly, of this entire timeline for Rinascita, this means the Order and the BS they've been on has only recently happened. Within the last, 10, 20 years? Maybe 10, 20, 40, 50 years at best, right? I thought this was stuff that done happened 100 years ago, and we're uncovering like 100 years worth of truth. But it feels like we're uncovering 50 years worth of truth. That's what this feels like to me. Maybe it's a mixture of both, of like 100 years ago truth plus 50 years ago truth. That's what it's like. Or like rather like it feels like it's been 50 years since the Order started like becoming extremely heavy-handed with their actions. Maybe that's what it is. That's what it feels like to me. Because he was like, oh, the Holy Maiden ran the city, or ran the whole show, right? Back in my day, that's how he phrased it.
Some performers wove their critiques into their acts. Sharp as she was, the Holy Maiden noticed. She refined city policy with each whisper of dissent. Ah, those were the golden days, my friend. The Holy Maiden once said that if she were to leave this world, she'd want no majestic tomb or a solemn funeral, but the grandest carnival as her final farewell. And then, she really did leave us. The current Primus took her place, and in the name of mourning the Holy Maiden, issued all sorts of bans on the Carnival. But is that really what she would have wanted?
Okay, so I guess I was pretty spot on. So it's been about like 50 years since the Primus took the position and role as like leader of the nation, essentially, and the people, because she left, or she vanished at one point. Granted, we know she's not freaking dead. But yeah, so I was kind of spot on. It's been about like 50 years since the Order started being heavy-handed with their policies.
The Order's grip tightened, and the Carnival performances were reduced to dull, monotonous shadows of their former selves.
So what's the real reason they've been banning performances? I forgot. Did they ever reveal that to me? I can't remember.
One year, I strung a wire from a gondola to the top of the clock tower in Liberty Square, and another from the tower to the Thessalia's mansion. Then, I disguised myself as one of the LaGuardia to fool the acolytes, and climbed to the roof along the wire. Midway through the Order's performance, I hopped on a wing ray with a cloudcaster, showering the entire city with flowers.
Wait, what's a cloudcaster? What's a cloudcaster?
Yes, it was a magnificent sight. The wing ray soared higher than the acolytes could reach. They couldn't do anything but watch golden pink petals rain from the sky for 3 whole days.
They struggled to clean up the flowers from the streets, and it took a downpour to wash them all away. That cloudcaster, adapted from a music van, became the prototype for the one we use on stage today.
Ooh, interesting.
But that's all in the past. To this day, I'm still not sure what crime they pinned on me. Maybe walking the wire without protection? Anyway, I'm just an old relic now. But you lot, you're the main characters of this era. Facing down every obstacle with fire in your bellies.
Ain't that the truth?
But isn't our fate already sealed? Without the so-called salvation the Order preaches, we're doomed to our banishment. Just lost souls, dying in obscurity.
Life is short, and we weren't born just to atone. The Order may banish us, but they can't take away our right to sing.
Valid point made.
Death is one of many possible ends, but it's certainly not the worst. Perhaps being forgotten is what the Order wanted for us.
Man, there's so many moments where I could have got a good screenshot of a character doing a body pose that I could use as a thumbnail piece, but they keep changing their body pose and the camera angle before I get a chance to do it.
They want to erase all traces of our existence, grind us into dust and drag us into the abyss. But we'll fight the tide and live our lives to the fullest. Members of the troupe may come and go, but they never truly left us. Their deeds and songs are passed down through the ages.
Oh yeah, Brent got this whole freaking Captain Jack Sparrow energy about himself. I think that's what it is that I was trying to finally pin down, because I always called him zesty and like flamboyant and all this stuff, but he got that Jack Sparrow energy. That's what that is.
One day, our voices will echo across every land. Our words will reach every corner of the world. And by then, even the tacit discords in the stormy sea will know our names.
That's the spirit, boy! Even if I can't earn myself a proper title, I'll become Rinascita's most enigmatic legend. When I'm gone, I'll leave behind a coffin that sings. Or maybe turn into a lark, singing every day and night.
This man is extremely passionate. Nigga said, when I die, I'm gonna keep singing. Oh snap. No. This man is crazy.
What say you, Brad? Do you like this stage design? It could be used for this year's carnival.
This man is crazy. By every sense of the word. Nigga strapped balloons to his back and started taking flight.
Ah, our little chat reminded me of those good old days. So why not relive that scene I just mentioned? I still remember that famous line. Even without wings, we can still soar to the heavens. Now that you mention it, that is a very good question.
That man acts first, questions later. He's very impulsive, you can tell.
Please don't mind him. We like our performances big and bold, after all.
That fight with the dragon probably messed with the mountain's stability. If Bardolino keeps moving around up there, it could get dangerous. We need to find a way to get him down, and fast. We might need your help with this. Hera should have some useful items in her box.
Okay, this is like a good screenshot.
We've got a cloudcaster that can conjure up some fluffy cloud cushions. They'd make the perfect stairs to reach Mr. Bartolino, or catch him for a soft landing.
Crap. It did that crap again where it's continued to talk even though I turned off the autoplay.
But some of its parts have been borrowed by other troop members.
It's still doing it. Okay. Wait. Can I take a picture? Hold on, let me see. That's right. The picture thing doesn't work. Okay. Yeah, the camera on this game needs to be adjusted because this camera kind of sucks. Especially the time it takes to freeze capture and take an image. It takes way too long. That pause is too long. It's a little janky. Not gonna lie. Also, okay, so unfortunately we have to end the stream here because I gotta go to work in the morning and I've been up longer than when I was supposed to, and I streamed later than when I was supposed to stream, which is all on my fault. It's all my fault anyway. So for anybody watching the stream, if you're new or if you're a member of the channel, hit the like button for your boy. Help this video, this stream cycle around, all that good dandy stuff. If you're new and this is the first time I've ever seen the stream, hit the sub button. Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm streaming again later today. So look out for that. What else? I'll let y'all know in the Discord server what I'm streaming next. I'm probably gonna either stream Zenless next. You know what? Actually, yeah. I'm gonna stream Zenless and Wuwa until about Saturday, where I potentially am going to stream Genshin, finish out that limited time event for It's Too Late, and then probably next week on Monday I start playing Star Rail. That's probably what I'll do. Yep. Because I don't finish. Yeah. That is what I'll do. Potentially.
The white has been dyed red.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Good night. Peace. Now what is button at? Ooh, hold on. How many pulls did I get?
Still recognize me?
Oh, wrong button. Bro, I swear I need to do a better job pressing these buttons. Bro, I don't even have enough for a 10 pull. Thank goodness I am skipping Homegirl, because I am waiting for Zanny. But yeah. Good night. Peace out. Bye.